we have taken over 18,000 orders, already 500 in this show. This is extraordinary. Now, this is the individual salmon fillet, cooks best from thawed, but take a look right here because this is everything you're getting. The lowest price we're going to do all year long on a 10-pack. This breaks down to about $9.99 per fillet, and you're going to make it any way you like, in your air fryer, on top of the stove, in the oven, whatever you want to do. And they all come individually packaged, and the first time they're being defrosted is when you defrost them. That's what's great. And these are not run-of-the-mill salmon. This is Faroe Island salmon, and this is from Egg Harbor. We're super excited about this, today's special value, and you all have honored this with a Customer Choice Food Award in 2020. 2021, 2022, and 2023. So that's 4 years in a row this has won a Customer Choice Food Award. It is also the 4th time it's been a Today's Special Value, and you've begged for this to be a Today's Special Value. And we're so excited to have it back. It's our #1 auto delivery, our top selling auto delivery item at QVC, and our top selling seafood brand at QVC. This comes with a packet of seasoning, and you're going to love this because it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are something that makes it a smarter choice for everybody. Brittany Rastelli is our spokesperson for Egg Harbor, Faroe Island Salmon. Good to have you back, my friend.
Hello, David.
Now, what you need to know about Brittany is that Brittany is a busy wife and mom. You have 2 little ones at home.
I do.
And they love their salmon, don't they?
They do. Mommy salmon.
Mommy salmon.
Mommy salmon. That's
Yes,
what we call
exactly.
it in my house.
Now, what's really amazing about this is that everything is flaky, everything is moist, it's delicious. This salmon not only is pristine in and of itself, but it's so easy to prepare.
It really is. And you know, the ease of this preparation, you can do anything. Like you said earlier, David, we can put this in our oven, we can put it in the air fryer, we can grill it, we can bake it, we can poach it. But no matter how we prepare it, each and every time it's going to flake beautifully.
Look at that.
Just like
and
this.
Look, and we'll come in nice and tight on this because this is super moist. This is what's amazing about salmon because if you've had salmon before and it's been dry, you know that that's not a pleasant experience for anybody. It's also not a lot of flavor when it's super dry. This is glistening, it's so moist.
It is. This is the marbling, and this is all a testament to where it is from, and that is the Faroe Islands. Knowing where your food comes from and knowing where the Faroe Islands are and where the salmon comes from really changed how I ate in general.
Let me mention that we're shipping this either now or 3/18. The March 18th delivery is very, very popular. But let's take a look at some video because you made a trip to the Faroe Islands.
I did. I had the honor of going there. So it is located just north of Scotland in an absolutely beautiful, pristine body of water. And what's really unique about the Faroe Islands, there's these gorgeous fjords and sounds where the salmon are in the middle of, and the strong Arctic current right there flows through, keeping that water very cold and very clean. So the salmon right there fed an all-natural, hormone-free, antibiotic-free diet. And then
there's you.
And there I am. I got to go. Absolutely beautiful. If I could have spent all day on that cliff, I would have. But they come out of the water.
And that's the salmon dude, isn't it?
That's Polar Bear. I don't know what his name is in
I'll call him Salmon
Faroese,
Dude.
but he's Salmon Dude. That's it translated to Polar Bear. That's all I remember.
Well,
But he
this
was wonderful.
is extraordinary. And much the way your father-in-law loves to go to the butcher block, you love going to the fish table to show everybody how this looks before it's when it's caught and dressed and ready, right?
Exactly. So that's coming out of the water in the Faroe Islands. The skin is taken off, the bones are taken out, and then it's center cut. So the end pieces that you see right here, we're using these for the salmon burgers, fish cakes, other things. But the center cut portion here gets cut down into 6-ounce pieces. You can see the beautiful marbling, just like the steaks. That's what's breaking down, giving us that beautiful texture that we saw. And then the really mild flavor. So the fact that this is frozen in the Faroe Islands one time, you're the very first person to go ahead and defrost this, really speaks to the nature of the mild flavor of the salmon and then that beautiful texture that you're going to get every time, no matter how you prepare it.
And the best cooking method is from thawed, is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
So pop this in your refrigerator in the morning before you leave for work or school, or you can throw it in a bowl with some cold water.
Bowl of cold water, always, every time.
And about 15 minutes later, you're ready to start cooking.
Exactly.
Now, what's really amazing about this, and you all know me, I'm not a big seafood lover,
No.
but this salmon is great. This salmon, it does not have a strong smell. If your salmon has a strong fish odor or taste, it's not fresh.
Correct, absolutely. absolutely correct. And there's so many people that have, tried the Faroe Island salmon that now will eat salmon at home and cook it at home because it is so fresh tasting. And then the flavor and the smell in your home is going to be wonderful.
This is so good, and it's so tender, and it's very mild in flavor. But it's super high in what we need it to be high in. What's it high in?
It's high in omega-3s, it's high in omega-6s, and it's high in protein.
And it tastes great. It's easy to prepare. It's super flaky and moist. This is not a dry piece of fish, not at all.
No, not at all.
And let me update you because we're shipping this either now or 3/18. We have sold 19,000 for the day and over 1,000 during In the Kitchen with David. Now, if you want March 18th, I have 14,000 left. And remember, this is the lowest price you're going to do for a 10 count all year. Now, you may see some other counts on the air later this year, but you're not going to see a 10 count for a lower price.
Correct.
This is extraordinary. Now, tell us about your seasoning packet.
So the seasoning packet will be included with your offer. That is going to be a really pretty blend here. We have some garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, onion salt, but it also is going to have these little honey granules in here. So when you put this over your fish before you cook it, it's going to give you a little caramelized glaze. And then if you use this afterwards, David, I think you have the honey bells coming up later in your show. So we made just a quick citrus vinaigrette here. This is olive oil,
Lovely, lovely.
honey bell juice, and the Egg Harbor seasoning. So
And then you put that over top of the salmon before you cook it, yes?
you can put this over the salmon before you cook it as a marinade. You can put it on a salad.
As a
so
dressing?
So it has multiple uses. So if you want to use your seasoning packet just as is over your fish, you most certainly can do that. Or you can use it in a salad dressing, a marinade. It has multiple uses. So if you really aren't used to cooking seafood at home, this packet is going to get you started in the right direction.
And you're
as
also
well.
not going to fill your house with that seafood smell.
No.
Because if you've ever made fish at home and someone comes to your house 3 days later and said, oh, did you have fish for dinner? 3 days ago, thanks. This is something that has a very mild aroma. So you're going to love, love, love this product. And it's a great source of protein. It's also a great source of omega-3s, omega-6s.
Yep.
And it's really extraordinary. How long is this good in the freezer?
Up to 1 year.
Up to 1 year. And they're individually packed.
Exactly. So you can use these to entertain with, and you can use them just for you. If you just want to pull one out and put them in your air fryer, oven, broiler, grill, whatever works for you.
And it's our #1 top-selling auto delivery item.
Yes.
And auto delivery is very strong today because remember, we're not going to do this 10-pack for under $100 for the rest of the year.
Correct.
So if you're looking to lock in that price, then you may want to think about very seriously about auto delivery.
Yes.
Because that means every 60 days for 1 year, you're going to continue to get this salmon at $99 and change, $99.98. So it really makes perfect sense to go ahead and enjoy the auto delivery. Now you're putting a little dressing on this.
So this is the lemon dill sauce that is available. This is just kind of a creamy base. You can use this before, like I'm doing here, or you can use it after as a dipping sauce. So you can see that really took a long time for me to put my salmon in my dill sauce. That's my recipe.
If your children are not seafood connoisseurs, I think they're going to be delightfully surprised by this. Because once you prepare this and you make it, you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't taste fishy, it doesn't smell fishy, and that's all a good thing. This is right out of the oven with the lemon dill sauce on it, and now 2,000 gone in this show. We're very, very busy. Now you put a little parchment paper down.
I did.
And you put a little lemon dill sauce on top,
Yep.
and we're just going to loosen that from the parchment paper, and then you got a perfect. Now how long in the oven?
This was 20 minutes on 375 in the oven. And we got the lemon dill sauce kind of.
Hand, don't you?
I did. I needed my other hand. I tried. I tried. Look how pretty that is. So easy.
Oh, my word.
And you can do that with any sauce, with teriyaki sauce, with a marmalade that you like. Any sauce. The salmon is so versatile.
You can also put mustard on salmon.
Yes.
Whole grain mustard.
Whole grain mustard, yes.
I have a few recipes for different glazes on top of salmon if you check them out on David's Recipes on QVC.com, as well as my cookbooks. So this is all lovely. If you're doing salmon tacos, don't call them fish tacos.
No.
Because you'll hurt its feelings if you call it fish.
Exactly.
You have to call it a salmon taco.
Yep.
And then you put that flaky, moist bite of salmon, several bites of it, on your tortilla shells or your taco shells and make beautiful, either crunchy or soft tacos. This is delightful. Maybe put a little mango salsa on there. That could be lovely.
Got that ready
maybe
to
squeeze
go.
some lemon. All of that works out really nicely. Or put some salsa on there if that's what you like. This is extraordinary. And how much protein per salmon fillet?
32 grams.
32 grams per piece?
32 grams per piece.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, yes.
I mean, if you're looking to up your protein game, and who among us isn't, right? This is a great and tasty and delicious way to do that. Put a little mango salsa on the salmon tacos. Maybe a squeeze of some lemon.
A little bit. The citrus is beautiful with the salmon.
Just a little lemon juice, not a lot, just a little bit on top. And you've got something very special. You ready for a big number?
Yes.
Big number.
I'm ready.
20,000 sets ordered since midnight. In this show, over 2,500. And how many people are waiting to place orders? Over 450. And 27,000 people on QVC.com, because remember, everything on air and online for these 4 hours is on 5Pay. Oh, 5Pay. I like that. So you're getting not 5, 6, or 7, you're getting 10 of these fillets. We're not going to do a price this low on a 10-pack for the rest of the year. We can either ship this now or $318. We're very, very limited now on $318. So please, if you want $318, go ahead and jump on the ordering lines and get that, whether you're ordering on .com through the mobile app, whether you're giving us a call, whatever you're planning to do. This is extraordinary. And think very seriously about auto delivery, because then you lock in the price. You're not locked in. Price is. If you decide after a couple of months, after a couple of shipments that you want out, you can just say, I want out, and cancel it. And just walk away. We shake hands and we walk away. There's no hard feelings. But once you taste it, you're going to understand why this is our #1 top-selling auto delivery item at QVC. We are very, very excited about this opportunity today. And we've got Georgine, who is joining us from here in Pennsylvania. Hi, Georgine. How are you? Georgine, are you there? I think Georgine went and make some salmon.
I think she did.
We're going to see if we can't find her. We may have a little gremlin in the phone line. What are you making here?
So here we have the play on the canned tuna fish salad, but instead we're going to use Faroe Island salmon.
Making salmon salad.
So what we do is I always make an extra one at dinner, or if we have a leftover one, maybe if the kids share one and they don't want their own. So I'll take it the next day. I add a little bit of mayonnaise or non-fat Greek yogurt, a little bit of celery, a little bit of red onion chopped up, mix it all together, and then I will make a little BLT. I'll put it on a rice cake. We have a little authentic gourmet.
Oh, I love it.
Croissant here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But look how cute that is. And then that's just another way that we can have a completely different salmon than we had the night before.
You could also find a low-fat or a fat-free mayonnaise.
Yes,
and put that
or
on
the avocado mayo, if you want to cut that at all.
Chipotle mayo.
I love chipotle mayo. We were just talking about that earlier.
Add a little seasoning to it. Oh, this is fantastic. And you can get as fancy as you want to with this.
Yes, definitely.
Or you can just, like I like to do, put a little butter, sometimes a little white wine in the pan. Yes, and you inspired me, because I know you like to make it this way as well.
I heard.
And some cherry tomatoes inside there, and just cook them until they blister and pop a little bit.
Exactly.
They go boop.
It's one of my favorite ways, and it's all in one pan, because I don't like to clean anything up. So I like my one pan dinners. This is going to get nice and hot in a second. We'll get it searing.
It's the beauty of induction, because look how fast it starts bubbling.
So I sear the salmon for about 5 minutes on one side. I flip it. I add my butter. I add my white wine. Like you said, David, our cherry tomatoes here are just blistering.
You could also throw some parsley on there for a little green color if you want to. It's up to you. Oh, you have some? Okay, fantastic.
Of course I do. I know how you like it now.
Oh, look at you, fancy. And you just use a beautiful dry white wine, and you've got a lovely dish. This looks very restaurant-worthy, and it's so simple.
It is, and you know what? You're going to see the chefs across the country now naming this on their menu. It will say Faroe Island salmon. The quality of the fish is wonderful, but this is something that you can do at home. I know you already have the butter and the white wine.
So good. Just buy a little container of cherry tomatoes. When you're not snacking on them, just pop them in the dish.
Exactly. And then you can serve this either over a bed of pasta, a bed of rice, cauliflower rice, the right rice that we have going.
You can put it on top of what is it, spaghetti squash
Yes.
or whole wheat pasta.